The prison is a place for hardened criminals. It's a place where dangerous people are kept away from the society. But what happens when an innocent 14-year-old boy ends up in prison with no crime committed? This is a story of a healthy 14-year-old boy living in a village in the Ogoni area of Kana local government in Nigeria. He was in elementary school when this incident happened. He would go to school, come home, eat, play with his friends, go to bed, just like any other 14-year-old. But on that fateful day, something happened. His family first noticed that he was missing around 8 or 9 p.m. That was unusual for him. So they searched all over the place. The search continued for a very long time that the family had to start selling their possessions. There were tips coming from different parts of the place. Some people would say they sighted him here, they sighted him there. They searched at the police station, they went to the morgue, but no one had seen him. The parents got tired of searching, they exhausted all their money and everything else, and they just gave up and felt that maybe he died somewhere and that was it. They died without seeing their kid. But here's what happened on the night this boy disappeared. Police officers came to the village that evening in 2007 during a random sweep, possibly looking for suspected cultists. It's a routine thing. So they saw Gospel, snatched him away, no explanation, no charges, threw him in jail, and he ended up in the Port Harcourt Maximum Correctional Center. Now, there was never any case filed against this boy. There was no charge sheet, nothing. He was left there. He became what people called a ghost prisoner. Someone who was locked up but invisible in the system. And this stuff still happens in Nigeria, shockingly. So for 18 long years, Gospel stayed in prison. No trial, no visit from family. No one looked for his relatives. In September of 2024, a group of volunteers, some foundation, visited the prison for outreach work. I mean, they do that routinely. Then they noticed Gospel sitting in the corner. He seemed confused. He could not communicate well. He didn't, normally they would ask everyone, why are you here? Maybe they can help with his case. But this man did not even understand why he was there. He was just sitting in a corner. He did not understand what was going on. He was just there. So after much digging around, they picked an interest in his case, decided to investigate further. That was when they realized that this guy shouldn't even be here in the first place. This NGO took interest in his case and began investigating. They started looking for anyone that might know anything about him. They investigated, they went back to the community. Days rolled into weeks, weeks into months. They kept searching until finally they found something. Sometime in 2025, Gospel's elder brother got a phone call. At first, he didn't believe it. He thought his brother was dead. But the lawyers who were working on this case asked him to come to the prison and see for himself. When his brother got there, he could not recognize his younger brother, his 14-year-old brother that was missing for many years. Gospel could not recognize his brother also. Something else was missing. It seemed like Gospel had lost his memory. It seemed like something happened to him in prison. He was no longer there. He could not understand what was going on. The lawyers went to work. They fought for this man. After a special decongestion exercise led by Chief Justice of the Rivers State at that time, Gospel was one of the 21 people awaiting trial. And then the Chief Justice gave him clemency. Since there was no case against him, it was an easy walk. So on July 17 of 2025, he was a free man. Gospel now lives with his elder brother. The family and his lawyers are helping with medical care and trying to help him recover slowly. And of course, his family is fighting this case with the Nigerian government. How does a normal, healthy 14-year-old boy end up in prison for 18 long years? Years he will never recover from. Years that no one knew what happened to him. Years that went by and his parents never saw him. The government is yet to pay for what they did to this boy.